Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, how are you? If you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back. So today's video, I'm going to be celebrating 20,000 subscribers. Y'all, I cannot believe it. There are 20,000 of you. First of all, that's crazy. Second of all, thank you all so much. And in honor of 20,000 subscribers, I asked you what you wanted me to do, and y'all said a Q&A. So that's what I'm going to be doing, answering your questions for me. It can be personal, LGBTQ plus related, anything. I'm going to be answering as many as I can. But before we get into that, please consider subscribing to this channel. I would absolutely love to hit 50K by the end of this year. So every subscriber counts to build this wonderfully queer, beautiful community. And let's get into the video. Coffee or tea? So actually, this is a very loaded question because it wasn't until about two and a half years ago that I actually started liking coffee. And it was around that time that I started drinking it as well. So for the longest time, because of the religion I grew up in, I wasn't allowed to have coffee, didn't drink coffee. So I would have said tea before. This is actually really hard. But honestly, like, I think now it would be coffee, specifically iced coffee. Anything caramel flavored is top tier. I absolutely adore Dunkin' Donuts caramel craze. So yeah, I'm a very basic bitch, but yeah, it's gonna be coffee. Have you watched Pinocchio, A True Story? And if not, will you? Because you should. Is that the, oh my god, Dad, I have to go and be on my own. Is it that? Because I have not seen it. I don't know what platform it's on, but I have not seen it, mostly because I was like, when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh my god, this is absolutely ridiculous. But I definitely will put it on my list of movies to watch. If y'all are recommending it, I will watch it. And at some point, I'll let y'all know how I feel about it, because the trailer was like top tier beautiful. I loved it. What's your favorite music genre? I feel like I like a little bit of everything except country, really. My favorite recently, so like I grew up with a lot of like classic rock, classic 80s rock, because that's what my family listened to, my brother listened to, my mom loved Billy Joel, Queen, that kind of stuff. So that's like more of my childhood. Right now I'm more into like acoustic-y, like folksy acoustic stuff, but overall I just kind of like anyone. I'm more of like, my god, please ignore my cat moving the stand. I like sorry, I like more songs, not necessarily like artists. I don't really follow that, so like I'll listen to anything once, but right now I'm more in like an acoustic, folksy, like little kind of hippie vibes right now. What made you want to start doing YouTube, and do you have plans in the future outside of YouTube? First of all, thank you so much for this question. Second of all, I had always wanted to start a YouTube channel. My sibling and I actually started one, I want to say in like 2015 or 16. That has been scrubbed from the internet because yes, trash. I've always wanted to be an actor, performer, that kind of stuff. And when I graduated college in January 2020, I was getting ready to go audition and be an actor and all of that stuff. And then the pandemic hit and I was like, oh my god, the industry shut down, I cannot act. And sort of became disillusioned with the industry as a whole. And so in September of 2020, I was like, you know what, I'm tired of kind of just sitting and not doing something creative. Let me talk about stuff and do YouTube. And thought about a whole bunch of stuff that I like, and I like talking about LGBTQ plus stuff. So that's how this channel was born. I do have aspirations outside of YouTube, even though I would love to do YouTube full-time as my job while pursuing these other things. I do still want to be an actor. Eventually I would love to have my own film production company specifically made around LGBTQ plus stories and employ LGBTQ plus creatives. So yeah, that's what I hope to do someday. Just tell our stories, get us out in media representation, and yeah, just have more like asexual stories, non-binary, aromantic, polyam, trans, intersects more of the underrepresented stories. Yo, congrats. My question is, what plans do you have for your channel? And do you ever think of doing collabs with other YouTubers? If so, who would you want to collab with? So I do have a lot of plans for this channel. Unfortunately, because of the actor strike that's going on right now, and because a lot of media that I would want to be talking about when it comes to queer stuff and queer representation is on streaming platforms right now, and the actors and writers are striking, I have decided not to talk about that stuff, even though that is the direction that I have been wanting to take this channel in for a little while, and incorporating more fandom stuff and queer fandom stuff into this channel. So as soon as the strike is over, I'm gonna start incorporating that kind of stuff. I have a whole bunch of ideas that I want to do, so look forward to that when that's all done. When it comes to collaborations, I would absolutely love to collaborate with other YouTubers. I'm just a shy mess of a human being, and I'm really bad about reaching out to people. I would love to collab with like Ace Dad Advice or Spacey Ace, or Angsty Ace. She has more of a TikTok and Instagram presence, but I would still love to collab with her. Also, like, my dream collab would be like Ash Hardell or Yasmin Benoit. I'm pretty sure I'm saying her name correctly. She's an asexual activist. So yeah, I would love to. I'm just awkward and shy. What's your best advice you could give someone? PS, love your videos. I think the best advice is that time shows you everything. So like, whether it be good or bad, eventually with time you will see whatever situation you're in and realize that it is what it is. What happened for a reason. I'm definitely a little bit more like ooh, like universe does what's best for you kind of a thing. And also going through therapy and reflecting a lot on like my childhood and the traumas that I faced growing up, all of that, and just reflecting on the negative things that have happened to me and realizing that I have moved past it and I am able to move past it even more and be better and continue to grow and be a good person even though those negative things have happened to me. Also, not everyone is meant to be in your life all of the time, which is a hard thing because I also have like control issues. So like learning to let people come in and out, kind of like the more ebbs and flow of life, has been a really important thing for me to learn over the past like 6-7 years since I was like 19, 20. That's like one of the biggest things I've learned. And just have fun. Don't take everything so seriously, which is hard because I have anxiety, so like I don't even take that advice. But like, yeah, I think all of that, like the universe, whatever, everything will work out eventually. This last question is like a whole bunch of questions all rolled into one, so that's why I'm having it be the last one. Are you happy just in general, aka this is me checking on you, making sure you're okay? Are you happy with the content you're making? If you could do any job in the world, what would it be? What are your opinions on xenogenders and neopronouns? Do you have any advice for someone wanting to grow an online presence? I'm proud of you for hitting such a big milestone, are you? Okay, so we're gonna break this down into the questions. So first one, are you happy, aka in general? Right now I'm pretty stressed out. For good reasons, but I am stressed out. There are a couple big life things that I am currently in the works of doing. The next month or so is going to be a lot of stress for me, but I know when it's over, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good thing. So I'm a little stressed out, but it's gonna be good, and I'll let y'all know what it's gonna be relatively soon. So yeah, within the next month, y'all know. So thank you so much for asking this question. I very much appreciate it. Are you happy with the content you're making? Bless you. I'm happy with the content. I definitely kind of wish I had an editor, just because I know I'm pretty primitive when it comes to editing. Like I said before, I wanted to get kind of into like queer fandom stuff, but I can't do that right now. So as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna be able to do that, and I'm very excited about that and making that kind of content as well as educational content and growing my platform in that way, because I know that stuff gets views. Like that stuff that I've done on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, all three of those platforms, whenever I do fandom related stuff, it does well. So I love fandom stuff, so I would love to be able to talk about that stuff, and movies and TV shows and all of that, because I love it and that's what I want to do with my life. If you could have any job in the world, what would it be? I would be an actor, I would be a producer, I would be a writer, I would still be making YouTube videos. Creative person, video content, yes, everything, all of it. I love it. I love being on camera. I love acting. I love telling stories. I love educating people. I love just all of that. It's just so beautiful to me, and I feel like I was lucky enough to be born into a generation where I can do this and kind of produce my own YouTube channel and that kind of stuff, and do that, even though I do someday want to be a professional actor, producer, tell stories, run a production company. Next question, do you have any advice for someone wanting to grow an online presence? So I'm actually a social media manager in my real life. So if anyone wants to hire me, I am looking right now, currently, for part-time stuff. So if anyone sees this and wants to hire me, let's work together. Honestly, consistency, finding your niche, content pillars, figuring out what your target audience is, like, it's a whole bunch of stuff. Consistency is like one of the biggest ones. Short form content right now is doing very, very well. So if I was going to be giving advice to someone who wants to grow online, whether it be Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok, I would say shorts, depending on the platform, like 5 to 7 times a week. Have a consistent upload schedule and the consistent time that you're doing it. It's very, these algorithms are like, cool. But yeah, I struggle for my own content with consistency, so I get it, but it really is what helps. And the last question of all of these questions, I'm proud of you for hitting a big milestone, are you? I am so proud of myself. I am also frustrated with myself, because I'm gonna be real with you. I know for a fact, if I was consistent with YouTube for the past 3 years, which I have not been, y'all know, because y'all follow me, that I would have a lot more followers than I do right now. However, I can't go back and change the past. I can only improve and be consistent in the future, and that's what I'm planning on doing. I really do want to make content creation, YouTube my full-time job, streaming my full-time job, so that I can do acting on the side and go to auditions and do all that and just be creative. I really just want to work for myself at this point in my life, and have the freedom and mobility to just make content and get all of the stuff that I want out there. So yeah, I am proud of myself. I'm just also hard on myself, which I know is a problem. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Y'all, thank you so much for 20,000 subscribers. I absolutely adore every single one of you. Thank you so much for coming on this journey. I cannot wait until we hit 50K, 100K, 200K. Y'all, this channel is gonna be big. I believe in all of us, especially because I just want, like, I don't know, I want a asexual, non-binary, like, queer person to be in the atmosphere of the internet and have people know that, like, we exist. So yeah. Share my videos, like my videos, comment on them, do all of this stuff, because the fucking algorithm sucks ass. Also be sure to follow me on my other social medias as well. Instagram, TikTok, Threads, I'll have it linked down below. Patreon if you want to support me. I really do want this to be just what I do all day. Oh god, it's so hot. Y'all, I'm like dying. It's like 8,000 degrees here. Yeah, I would absolutely adore to have this, y'all, education, fandom shit, queer shit. Just be what I do. It'd be so dope. So thank you for 20K. I cannot wait for 50K. We can do this. Love y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.